Welcome to my channel History Coins HD. If you love discovering hidden treasures and learning about rare US coins, you're in the right place. In today's video, we'll reveal some of the most valuable coins that could be worth far more than you think. Stick around till the end, you won't want to miss what these rare gems are really worth. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel to enjoy more discoveries in future. Let's dive in. Coin 1. Where we dive into the exciting world of rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your collection or even your pocket change. Today, we're unlocking the mystery of one of the most fascinating modern US coins ever minted, the 2010 D Sacagawea $1 coin. This isn't just any dollar coin. This little golden beauty might be worth a fortune, and you won't believe how much someone paid for it. So stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this coin is so special, and just how much money it could fetch on the collector's market today. Let's start by going back in time just a bit. The Sacagawea dollar, first issued in the year 2000, was created as a way to honor Native American history and contributions to the United States. It replaced the short-lived Susan B. Anthony dollar, and right away, the Sacagawea coin stood out. It was different. With its beautiful golden color, smooth edges, and elegant design, it felt more like a collector's item than regular pocket change. But it wasn't made of real gold, at least, most of them weren't. And that's where our story starts to get interesting. Fast forward to 2010. The United States Mint had launched a special Native American $1 coin program, changing the reverse design each year to celebrate Native American contributions. For 2010, the reverse featured an intricate image titled The Great Tree of Peace. It depicts a Hiawatha belt across a white pine tree, symbolizing the unity of the Iroquois Confederacy. It's a design filled with symbolism and history, making it one of the most visually and culturally powerful coins in the entire series. On the obverse, of course, remains the timeless image of Sacagawea, the Shoshone woman who bravely guided Lewis and Clark across the uncharted American frontier. Her baby, Jean Baptiste, is shown peeking out from the blanket on her back, a subtle but beautiful reminder of strength, motherhood, and courage. Now, most of these 2010 Sacagawea dollars were minted for general circulation. They were made from manganese brass, giving them their signature golden look, but not actual gold. However, here's where things take a turn. At the Denver Mint, marked by a small D under the year, something extraordinary happened. A few extremely rare Sacagawea dollar coins were struck in real gold as experimental or presentation pieces. These are not your everyday coins. They were never meant for circulation and were possibly created for internal mint use, testing, or diplomatic gifting. These coins were struck on 22-karat gold planchets, the same type used for American gold eagles. Now imagine this, something that looks just like a regular $1 coin, but is actually solid gold and almost no one knows it exists. That's the kind of mystery and magic that excites coin collectors all over the world. Finding one of these is like discovering hidden treasure, but the rarity doesn't stop with the gold itself. These coins were never officially released to the public. That means any example found outside of government hands likely came from a very limited run, possibly a mistake, a test piece, or a coin that slipped through the cracks. And as any collector will tell you, rarity is the #1 ingredient when it comes to skyrocketing coin value. So how do you know if you have one of these golden treasures? First, check the year and mint mark, 2010 with a small D below it. Then, look closely at the weight and color. If it feels heavier than a normal dollar coin, if it has a deeper golden hue, or if it tests positive for actual gold content, well, you might be holding something very, very special. You'll definitely want to have it evaluated by a professional coin grader or dealer. What makes this even more incredible is that most people who come across one of these wouldn't even realize its true value. It could be sitting in an old drawer, part of a forgotten collection, or mixed in with common dollar coins at a flea market or estate sale. That's the thrill of coin hunting. You never know when you might stumble across a once-in-a-lifetime find. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. How much could one of these ultra-rare 2010 D Sacagawea gold dollar coins actually be worth? Get ready for this, because one of these coins, confirmed to be struck in real gold and verified by expert grading services, has been valued at an astonishing $90,000. That's right, $90,000 for a single dollar coin. One coin, small enough to fit in your palm, holding the kind of value most people only dream of. So before you pass over that shiny little dollar in your change jar, take a closer look. It might be more than just spare change, it might be gold. Literal, historical, collector-grade gold. If you love this journey through American coin history and you're itching to learn more about rare coins that could be hiding in plain sight, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another treasure hunting adventure. Who knows, your next great find might be just one coin away. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting. Coin 2. We're about to talk about is not just a coin, it's a legend. It's a coin that slipped through the cracks of the US Mint, a coin that wasn't meant to be seen by the public, and yet somehow made it into collectors' hands. I'm talking about the mysterious and ultra-rare 2000 P Sacagawea $1 coin, struck not on its usual metal, but in solid gold. That's right, solid gold. And now, if you're new to the coin world, let me bring you up to speed. In the year 2000, the US Mint launched the Sacagawea dollar to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar. It was a bold move. They wanted to create a coin that was both functional and beautiful, a dollar that symbolized American heritage, strength, and unity. They chose Sacagawea, the young Shoshone woman who famously guided Lewis and Clark through the American frontier. Her image, with her baby Jean Baptiste on her back, was powerful, graceful, and distinctly American. Most of the Sacagawea dollars minted in 2000 were made of a manganese brass blend, giving them a golden hue, but no actual gold content. Millions were minted. They were intended for circulation. They were used in vending machines, tucked into pockets, and forgotten in drawers. But among those millions, something extraordinary happened. The Philadelphia Mint, where coins are marked with the letter P, a very limited number of Sacagawea dollar coins were struck on 22-karat gold planchets. These were not experimental blanks or test strikes. These were fully struck coins with all the details, both obverse and reverse, minted onto real gold. But here's where the story gets even stranger. These coins weren't supposed to exist. They weren't part of any public release or authorized mint program. Yet somehow, a small number of them got out. And what happened next sent shockwaves through the numismatic world. Collectors couldn't believe it. A modern $1 coin, made with real gold, carrying the Philadelphia P Mint mark, and never officially released? That's the kind of numismatic anomaly that makes headlines. Naturally, the US Mint launched an investigation. Rumors swirled. Some believed it was an inside job. Others speculated they were intentionally made for presentation purposes, or perhaps as pattern coins, experimental designs never meant for public hands. But despite all the mystery and controversy, one thing became very clear: these coins were real, and they were incredibly rare. Experts examined the coins. They tested the metal, confirmed the strike quality, verified the mint mark. And every detail lined up. These were genuine Sacagawea dollars from the year 2000, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, but made from solid gold. And here's the kicker: there are believed to be less than a dozen in existence. That's right. In a country of over 300 million people, fewer than 12 of these golden Sacagawea coins are known to exist. Just think about that for a second. How many coins have you touched in your lifetime? Hundreds? Thousands? Now imagine that somewhere out there, a coin that looks just like an ordinary dollar might actually be a solid gold treasure worth more than a house. It could be sitting in a collection, mistaken for a replica. It could be forgotten in a family safe. Or it could be the prize of a very lucky collector who had no idea what they stumbled upon. Let's talk about the design for a moment. On the front, Sacagawea's calm, determined expression as she looks into the distance, her baby nestled against her shoulder. The detail is sharp, elegant, and timeless. On the reverse, a soaring eagle represents the spirit of freedom. The coin, in gold, becomes more than a symbol, it becomes a statement. A rare, golden artifact of modern American history, and because these coins were struck with regular dies, there's no flashy proof finish or special mint set packaging. Nothing to indicate they're different except their weight, their metal content, and their unbelievable value. Now, you might be wondering, how do you know if you have one of these ultra-rare golden Sacagawea dollars? Well, first of all, the weight will give it away. A standard Sacagawea dollar weighs about 8.1 grams. But the gold versions are noticeably heavier, closer to 27 grams, similar to a 1-ounce gold coin. That alone is a major clue. The color is also deeper, richer, and far more lustrous than the usual golden hue. If you suspect you've got something special, the next step is to take it to a professional coin dealer or grading service. They'll be able to authenticate it using X-ray tests and other advanced methods. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. Just how much is one of these coins worth? Brace yourself, because one of these extremely rare 2000 P Sacagawea $1 coins, made of solid gold, has been valued by collectors and auction experts at an astounding $120,000. Yes, you heard that right, $120,000, all for a coin that, to the untrained eye, looks like any other dollar. That's the magic of numismatics. That's the thrill of the hunt. So take a look through your collection. Revisit that old coin jar or check that forgotten drawer. Because hidden among the common coins might be a golden masterpiece, one of the rarest and most valuable modern coins in American history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the US Mint's most intriguing secrets, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on more amazing coin stories. We've got more rare finds, hidden treasures, and numismatic mysteries coming your way. Until next time, keep searching, keep learning, and happy collecting. Coin 3. We're about to uncover the secrets behind a mysterious and incredibly valuable $1 coin that honors none other than James Madison, the 4th President of the United States. This isn't your everyday dollar. In fact, this particular coin is so special, so rare, and so shrouded in numismatic intrigue that it has stunned collectors and historians alike. And the best part? One of these coins could be sitting in someone's collection right now, mistaken for just another modern presidential dollar. But as you'll soon see, it's far from ordinary. Let's begin with the coin itself. In 2007, the United States Mint launched the Presidential $1 Coin Program, an ambitious project to honor every U.S. president by issuing a $1 coin with their portrait. Each year, 4 different coins were released in the order the presidents served. James Madison's coin came out as part of the 2007 series, recognizing his presidency from 1809 to 1817. Most of these coins were made of a special manganese brass alloy, giving them a golden appearance but no actual gold content. They were mass-produced and circulated like any other dollar coin, intended for everyday transactions, coin collectors, and educational purposes. You may have even used one at a vending machine without a second thought, but here's where things take a dramatic turn. While millions of James Madison dollar coins were produced for regular circulation, an extremely small number were created as special presentation pieces struck not on the usual metal, but on solid gold planchets. These golden versions were never released to the general public. They were created either as prototypes, test pieces, or private strikes, and were possibly intended for internal mint display or diplomatic gifting. Over the years, rumors of their existence floated through coin collector circles. But only a tiny handful have ever surfaced, and every time one does, it causes a stir. Imagine holding a coin that's supposed to be made from base metals, but feeling the unexpected weight of gold in your hand. Imagine looking down at the same familiar portrait of James Madison, the father of the Constitution, and realizing you're holding a true treasure. That's what makes this coin so fascinating. It's the perfect blend of American history, rare minting, and pure collector fantasy. Let's talk about the design. On the obverse, or front, we see a bold profile of President James Madison, with his name arched above and the dates of his presidency, 1809 to 1817, etched below. The image captures Madison's thoughtful, intellectual character, fitting for the man who authored the Bill of Rights and helped shape the very foundations of American democracy. On the reverse, you'll find the Statue of Liberty, a powerful symbol of freedom, strength, and enlightenment. The words United States of America curve around the top, while the denomination $1 stands proudly at the base. A small edge inscription includes the year of minting, the mint mark, and the mottos "In God We Trust" and "E Pluribus Unum." But here's the real question: how can you tell if you have a standard James Madison dollar or one of the ultra-rare gold versions? Well, the gold coins are heavier, brighter, and made with a richer, deeper shine. If you suspect you have something special, the first clue will be its unexpected weight. Gold is much denser than the normal alloy. You'll also want to check if the coin reacts to a magnet. True gold will not. And finally, you'll want to have the coin authenticated by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can test the metal composition and verify whether what you're holding is truly one of the elusive James Madison gold dollars. And now, let's add another layer to this story. The mystery surrounding these coins has made them even more desirable. Because they were never intended for circulation, and because no official record confirms exactly how many exist, their rarity is nearly unmatched in the world of modern American coinage. That uncertainty creates excitement. Every time a new example is discovered, it's like finding lost treasure, history, value, and mystery all wrapped into one small coin. And now, we come to the part you've all been waiting for. The value.so. Just how much is this coin, this rare, solid gold James Madison dollar, really worth? Take a deep breath, because a verified example of the James Madison $1 coin, struck in solid gold and authenticated by experts, has been valued at a jaw-dropping $68,000. Yes, $68,000 for a single dollar coin. Let that sink in. This isn't just currency. It's a slice of American history. It's a collector's dream. And it could be out there, waiting to be discovered in a forgotten folder, a dusty drawer, or an overlooked estate sale collection.so. The next time you come across a James Madison dollar coin, don't just glance and toss it aside. Take a closer look. You never know, you might just be holding a golden relic from one of the most intriguing chapters in U.S. numismatic history. If you enjoyed this story and want to discover more about the hidden treasures of the coin world, make sure to subscribe, drop a like, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. We've got so much more to share, because in the world of coins, the next great discovery could be just one coin away. Coin 4. We're taking a closer look at a mysterious and incredibly rare coin that bears the name of one of America's most overlooked presidents, John Quincy Adams. Now, this might seem like just another presidential dollar at first glance, but as you'll see, the right version of this coin could change everything. Because in the world of rare coin collecting, it's not always about age, it's about rarity, condition, metal, and mystery. And this coin checks all those boxes. Let's start with the basics. In 2008, as part of the United States Mint's presidential $1 coin program, the government issued a series of $1 coins featuring former U.S. presidents, released in the order they served. That year included the 6th President of the United States, John Quincy Adams, who held office from 1825 to 1829. A brilliant diplomat, a fierce abolitionist, and the son of President John Adams, John Quincy Adams left a complex legacy that most school textbooks barely touch. But numismatists, coin collectors, know him for something else. One of the most intriguing modern dollar coins in U.S. history, the standard version of the John Quincy Adams dollar was made from a golden-colored manganese brass alloy, the same composition used for the entire presidential series. These coins were minted in the millions and distributed throughout the United States, meant for circulation and collectors alike. You may have seen one before and thought nothing of it, but here's where the story starts to get truly fascinating. At some point during the minting process, an incredibly small number of John Quincy Adams dollar coins were struck using solid gold planchets. That's right, not the normal alloy. Real gold. These were not part of the official release, not included in collector sets, and certainly not intended for circulation. These rare coins are thought to have been minted for testing purposes, or as private presentation pieces, possibly for internal use within the U.S. Mint. And here's the twist: nobody knows exactly how many of these gold versions were made. Maybe a handful. Maybe fewer. The lack of official records makes them even more mysterious. It's a bit like finding a secret chapter in a history book that was never meant to be read. Now let's talk design. On the front, you'll find the strong and thoughtful profile of John Quincy Adams, surrounded by his name and the years he served as president, 1825 to 1829. His expression is firm, scholarly, a reflection of his role as one of the most intellectual presidents in U.S. history. On the reverse, like all coins in this series, is the image of the Statue of Liberty, boldly raising the torch of freedom. The edge of the coin carries the inscriptions E Pluribus Unum, In God We Trust, the mint mark, and the year of issue. But of course, none of these details immediately reveal the secret hidden within a gold version of the coin.so. How can you tell if you've stumbled across one of these elusive treasures? Well, first of all, the weight will be noticeably different. Solid gold is denser than the typical alloy used in standard coins, so the gold version will feel heavier in the hand. The color, too, is deeper and richer, with a natural glow that stands apart from the regular coins. And of course, if you're lucky enough to suspect you have one, your next step is to get it professionally evaluated by a reputable grading service like P Sacagawea or NGC. They can confirm the metal content and authenticity, and that's when things really get exciting, because if it turns out you've got the real thing, then congratulations, you're holding one of the rarest modern coins in American numismatic history. Just imagine it, a coin most people overlook, thought to be worth just $1, actually hiding an unbelievable secret. It's discoveries like these that keep collectors and treasure hunters inspired. You never know what might be sitting in a forgotten drawer, an inherited collection, or a dusty coin folder from years ago, and as we've seen with other rare finds, these coins don't just hold historical value, they can hold serious financial value too. So now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. What would one of these rare, solid gold John Quincy Adams $1 coins actually be worth? Well, a verified specimen of this coin, confirmed to be struck on a genuine gold planchet and authenticated by top grading experts, has been valued at an astonishing $55,000. Yes, you heard that right. $55,000, not a typo. Not a dream. That's the real-world value placed on one of these rare gold John Quincy Adams dollars, depending on its condition, certification, and historical verification. So take a second look at those coins in your collection. What might look like just another modern dollar could turn out to be one of the rarest and most valuable coins in the entire series. It's the thrill of numismatics, the hunt, the mystery, and sometimes, the jackpot. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to keep exploring the world of rare and valuable coins with us, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on our next numismatic adventure.